They say you shouldn't mix business with friendship. For 5 years, I thought they were wrong. I met Ethan on my first day at the firm. We were both young, ambitious, and ready to take on the world. I treated him like the brother I never had. I shared my contacts, my strategies, even my bonus calculations. When a client was furious, I'd be the one to take the angry call. I invited him to my wedding. He was practically family. I saw myself as his mentor, his partner, his biggest supporter. But all he saw was a stepping stone. Our bond, forged over 5 years of shared battles and victories, was about to be tested. A single executive director position opened up. This was it. The promotion we had both been working towards. I assumed we'd compete fairly, and whoever won, the other would be there to celebrate. I was so naive. The moment that announcement email went out, something in Ethan shifted. The brother I knew disappeared, replaced by a cold, calculating stranger. He didn't just want to win the promotion. He thought he was climbing to the peak of a mountain. He just forgot that for the last 5 years, I was the one holding that mountain up, and I was about to let go. For half a decade, we were the firm's golden boys. We landed the biggest clients. We won the industry awards. We were unstoppable, but it wasn't an equal partnership. When Ethan struggled with the technical aspects of a proposal, I would stay late, walking him through the data, explaining the compliance requirements. I'd essentially do his homework for him. When a high-stakes project he was leading went south, I stood in front of the board of directors and took the heat. I shielded him, framing it as a team misstep, when really it was his failure. The change was subtle at first. After the promotion was announced, Ethan's friendly demeanor vanished. He became secretive. Meetings I was never invited to. Then came the emails. He started BCCing the HR department on every tiny thing. If I was 5 minutes late, logging a client call, HR knew. He was meticulously building a paper trail, planting seeds of doubt that I was becoming unstable, difficult to work with, and unreliable. He was framing my passion as aggression, my attention to detail as nitpicking. Then came the day I'll never forget. I was called into an unscheduled meeting with HR and my division head. Just a cold, rehearsed statement. After careful consideration, we've decided to move in a different direction. My mind was racing. What direction? What had I done? I was a top performer. My numbers were stellar. It made no sense. My office, and I saw him. I saw Ethan. He didn't even have the decency to look up. He didn't flinch. In that moment, it all clicked. He had fabricated a narrative backed by his carefully curated email chain that I was missing deadlines and alienating our clients. He had stolen my work, my reputation, and now my job. 2 security guards escorted me to my desk, watched me pack my life into a single cardboard box, and walked me out of the building. I was gone. He had one, or so he thought. He was incredibly charismatic and a great salesman, but he detested the details. He never bothered to learn it himself. Why would he, when I was always there to clean up his messes? He had just fired his only safety net. I didn't wallow. I got to work. I spent the next 2 weeks fueled by caffeine and a cold, burning rage. It was a digital fever dream. Because I was paranoid about server crashes, I had personal, password-protected backups of every single project we had ever touched together. I was looking for something much more serious. I was looking for fraud. To make his sales numbers look better for the promotion, Ethan had been adjusting the quarterly compliance reports, falsifying data to hit targets he had consistently missed. But it didn't stop there. He had forged signatures on critical safety audits for a major construction project. He had knowingly and willfully bypassed federal environmental regulations to save the company a few $1,000s, making himself look like a cost-cutting hero. He hadn't just bent the rules. He had committed multiple felonies. I didn't call him. I didn't send a dramatic, "I know what you did" text message. Revenge is a dish best served cold and silently. I compiled everything. I attached every incriminating document, every forged signature, every falsified report. The entire package was over 200 pages. I created a zip file. I lit the fuse and walked away. The news broke internally first. Then it hit the industry trade publications. He lost the ability to work in this industry in any capacity ever again. He tried to climb over my body to get to the top. Now, there's nowhere left for him to go but all the way down. Loyalty is a two-way street. You lose the person who had your back, who covered for you, who protected you from your own incompetence. Several of my old clients, disgusted by what happened, have already signed on with me. He destroyed my job to get a title. I ended his entire career simply by telling the truth. Have you ever been betrayed by someone you trusted at work? Tell me your story and how you handled it in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. And if you enjoy stories of corporate karma and sweet justice, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Remember this: don't get mad, get documented. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.